That is a good question and probably a podcast in and of itself.
I know.
But the short term was, I mean, the catalyst was Christmas Day, actually, when I was 18 years old, laying in my bed after our family would always wake up early. We would open our Christmas gifts, my sister, my stepmom, my dad, and I, and then we would have the bigger family over, later in the day. So we did our family thing, and I went to go lay back down before the rest of the family came over and just started having like these pretty concerning, chest pains and just all of these things at, pretty young age. I was like, I have got to do something. Now, I had said that dozens of times in my life leading up to that. I grew up overweight. That's all I had known to that point, and had said that, a dozen times. But what did change this time was I started to eat different, right? And, without going down all of these different, without me getting too off track here, the one theme that remained pretty central to everything during those initial acute changes was I would pray every morning on my way to wherever I was going. God, help me be disciplined, but not so disciplined that I'm overwhelmed. And so that whole thing led to me thinking about what's something I feel like I can do today, right? And that led to ordering different at a takeout restaurant. I didn't wake up and say, no more eating out, no more fast food. I ordered different when I went to fast food. I didn't start this crazy training plan. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go lift weights. I enjoy that, right? Now, what is interesting, and where I would imagine the overlap is with alcoholism, addiction, anything, is that when I started to see the fruits of those little things, it not only motivated me to want to keep doing it, but it made me think, if the little things do that, what happens if I maybe go, stop getting takeout every night and get it once a week? And what if I learn to cook, right?
Yeah.
And so those changes just, begot more changes. Now, you go back to your, your questions of like, well, if those feelings have tapered out now, because this is basically your baseline and your new norm and has been for over 15 years, what's your, self-talk like now? I would say number one, even though this is my job and I talk about this with, and have talked about this with thousands of people in the last 15 years, I still believe and still feel like, and my own personal conversation is, I am not immune to going back to that. I am not immune to when we go out to eat, I still have to be cognizant of what I order. When Christmas time rolls around, just because I like to exercise now and I work with clients and I'm a dietitian, I cannot eat cookie dough every single night and think that I am now immune to gaining weight or that I can rein it back in January. I mean, I still try to implement as much structure as I did then, because I do not want to fall prey to the idea of, because I've been successful, because I've maintained it, because I talk about it all the time, because I have this credential, which means nothing in this world of weight loss, if you personally weight loss, because I have all of these that, I'm not going to go back there. Like, no, what got to me being here was continuing to be focused and not thinking that I'm immune to going backwards. Now, I will say this too, is like, just as a final to that, I am a huge believer in any outcome you want in life is the byproduct of the system you create to get it. It doesn't just happen. It's not just by chance. It's not through willpower. It's not through motivation. It is a series of little decisions that lead to that out. If you want that thing, you can have that thing if you build the system.